Holla ballers and a bro fist to you all, you shining stars of light who are out there in the real world that is the interwebs. Internet world, best world, right? Internet world is best world. When I go to my internet world, I'm like a great warrior, slicing people to death, killing giant dragons, and then I have to go to work and I put shit in a computer all day. And it sucks! I like my internet world. Keep it safe, keep it free, baby. Keep it safe, keep it free. It's going to be a Drama Thursday. It's been one of those weeks where I just get an abundance of stories. So many, in fact, that I probably have enough for the next 3 weeks. So I'm going to double them up to make sure that when the new ones arrive, they get read in a prompt fashion. We have lots and lots of stories. In fact, I had 25 drama stories. Now, not all of them make the cut. They don't. Some of them don't actually contain any drama. Would you believe? They just don't contain anything. Oh, the drama is something really trivial. Like, this guy took my item, made me really sad. I kind of felt I deserved it. Not really a kind of drama we're looking for. Not really the kind of drama we're looking for. We like a little bit of spice, a little bit of hot and spicy. And yes, I have just bewildered the Americans and the Aussies that in the UK, we do not have extra spicy or extra crispy KFC. Doesn't exist. Been a great day. We geared up the monk, and the monk guides are coming. The monk is geared. He's LFR capable. Yeah. Even got his rings. That's some good RNGesus all over him. RNGesus was smiling upon us, and we got some good shit. We didn't do well on items, but we got all the stuff to get items. Just didn't get any items for it. Oh, good shit. I have selected 3 stories for today. And if you wish to submit to me a story about your WoW drama, because every single one of you has a story to tell. Something's happened to you which you thought was ridiculous, bullshit, or you have just generally been a giant asshole to other people, in which case you can look back on it and laugh. You simply send me an email telling me the story to drama@preachgaming.com. That's it. Dead easy, right? I have 3 stories. 2 of them are in PDF. 1 of them is in HTML. I know you think it's funny to send me a story in HTML. I know you think it makes me happy. Doesn't make me happy when you send it to me in HTML. But still, thanks to the power of Notepad, I can in fact open it. So thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, we've got 2 PDFs and 1 HTML. It is how over 1 million gold was lost in a single raid. 1 million gold was lost in a single raid. The short story of Yagami, the warrior. And this is my story. It has no title. It has no title. It says, hi, this is my story. This is my story. Those are our 3 stories I've pulled up for today. And I've saved a lot more for tomorrow. Because Friday's easier for me, right? Friday I don't have shit going on. You want the warrior story? Okay. We'll go with the warrior story. The story of Yagami. He's going to be our main superstar for today. Yagami's going to be entertaining us with his story. Let us open Notepad for any people who need to take part. Hola! Preach! It's Holla, okay? I know I said I might be dropping the Holla. It might disappear in the near future. It could go. It could go at any time. So stay sharp, right? Stay sharp. It could disappear. It could just be gone from the earth. But it's certainly not Hola. Or hello. Some of you believe it is. Hello. If I was to do a large hello, it would be hello from Seinfeld. It wouldn't be hola or whatever. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't make any sense. I wouldn't do that. Pfft, Jesus. A brofist to you and your wonderful viewing audience. That would be you guys. That would be you guys. It is me, the HTML guy. Yep. We remember you. We remember you. I have another story for you, but it is about my best friend who started playing with me in the Burning Crusade. Well, hello to you, HTML guy. Hello to you. As some of you may remember, I was playing a Dwarf Holy Paladin. It's hard to get rid of that memory of the Dwarf Holy Paladin. It's hard to get rid of it. It's so fucking ugly, it's ridiculous. It's quite literally disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It's like the first time you realise that people urinate on each other for fun. It's disgusting. It is. It's disgusting. Dwarf Holy Paladins, water sports. Same category. Same category. Okay? You understand? Same category. Okay. and was strolling around with my Kelsarai and Stormwind like a boss. You may remember that. You may remember our Dwarf Holy Paladin who got the Kelsarai and lost various accounts and so on and so forth. And my friend was making an Orc Warrior. Makes sense. But he was a little stuck on what name he wanted to use. A little before this, we had watched a Japanese anime series, right? You know the kind. You remember. You remember. That was called Death Note. Ooh, Death Note. I am not an anime fan. Not even Avatar. I liked Akira. It's alright. Probably said the name wrong. It's okay. Not into my anime. I'm not. Ghost in the Shell, kind of okay. But that's it. I'm so mainstream, right? Ghost in the Shell, Akira. Is that like, oh my god, you hipster anime guy. Look at this hipster anime guy. Judges it all. Jesus Christ. On a Ghost in the Shell. Ugh. Ugh. Not into my anime. I don't follow it. It's a little bit confusing. I get a little bit confused when I watch anime. It's so much shit going on. I really don't get it. And then I get upset that I don't know what's happening. I can follow Pulp Fiction with my eyes closed. I can't follow an anime. It's too much. It's too much going on. And there's like 100 billion episodes. I know, fucking hipster preach. Bases it all on Ghost of Shell. We started watching a Japanese anime series that was called Death Note. And the main character in that series was named Yagami Light. So, my friend named his warrior Yagami. After some months had passed, Yagami and I had dinged 70 and found ourselves a small guild. I'd started to get to know some new people, which is always nice. We meet friends, internet, real life friends. That's what I tell my people. I have to go home and play computer with my friends. And then if nobody's ever experienced the internet world, they're like, what friends are waiting for you at home? Oh, they're in different countries. Right. Have you ever met them? No. But they're your friends. Yeah. Fuck you like soccer and it's shit. Fuck. That's what you reply. Soccer sucks balls. They were talking about expanding, and so they did. After 8 months or so, we were in a very large guild who raided a lot. At this point, we had come up to the Eye, Malagos. Malagos. Then when Saturday came around, Yagami and I were having our weekly LAN. Or weekendly LAN. I like that word, weekendly. Weekly still works, you know. The weekend only happens like once a week. You can still have weekly. You don't need to put weekendly, but that makes sense. It happens at the weekend. In brackets it says, got my flat screen on. Smug face. We had a LAN. Got my flat screen on. Oh yeah, I have 5 flat screens near me. Swag. Swag. Paid for by playing games. Discuss. You jelly beans? Jelly beans? Jelly? We were going to raid. We were going to raid. And the bosses we were going for were Allah and the Void Reaver. He's so swag. He's so swag. We had pre-ordered, I think you're going for there. We had pre-ordered pizza and cola as normal. I'm so mainstream that I changed it from Coke to cola to avoid copyright issues. Discuss that. It could say Domino's and Coke. It's pizza and cola. You get me? No free advertising up in this bitch. I would never stoop so low for product placement. Nope. Delicious. Okay. Oh, Matty's like, you just advertised. Duh. Oh, Matty, you failed so hard. Matty's like, you're showing Monster. You're doing it wrong, man. You're doing it wrong. That's funny. Okay. Suddenly, during the raid, Yagami got a whisper saying, I would like to be gay with you. He was confused, and so was I. He replied, no. We killed some more trash, and he received some more whispers from other people in the raid. Are you gay? Gay much? Do you even gay? My friend started to get angry. And he typed in raid ultimately, what the fuck is all these whispers? I'm not gay. In brackets, not that there's anything wrong with that. The raid leader then said, well, your name says you're gay. Puzzled, Yagami asked, where does it say that? Read your name backwards, he replied. Yagami literally spells backwards, I'm a gay. Love it. I love it. Oh, I had a friend, this is a completely true story, when we used to be backyard wrestlers, buff and all that kind of stuff. And he was a good guy, he was a nice guy. He had never seen Pokemon. Ever. Even if you didn't like Pokemon, you knew all the names of the Pokemon. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how that happens? I have never played the Pokemon games. I'm going to be honest. I've never played them. Didn't like the look of it. Never played them. Not even once. I knew all the names of the Pokemon. I did. I knew them all. He nicknamed... He as a wrestler, as a big tough wrestler, you get to pick your own name. Right? That symbolises how rough and tumble you are. Almost sums up your persona. He named himself Spearow and had no idea about any other connotations that name might have. Needless to say, when he told us his new name, Spearow, we explained to him that was a Pokemon and then showed him a picture of the Pokemon. He was very upset. That is not as bad as naming yourself, I'm a gay. That is not as bad. I'm a gay. I read it, and I died on the floor in laughter, and so did all the raid team. Yagami, of course, got very red in the face, because Yagami, for us, was that awesome guy in Death Note. So it actually ruined the whole anime series, right? It ruined the whole anime series. Yagami was gay? After this effort, we left the raid team, and a week after, the guild. He left the guild because of this. Because the teasing of his name would not stop. You left the guild. You left the guild because of it. You left the fucking guild. Of course, when we left, he bought himself a name change. I had to write this story since you had a name change competition on the web show, and I thought it would be the most appropriate thing to write. Best regards, blah, 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 blah. But you left the guild? Really? Left the guild. Left the guild. That sucks, man. That really sucks. Nice quick story from a good friend. Well done by that guild. Well done by that guild. That's funny. Title. How over 1 million gold was lost in a single raid. I come to you today with a drama story. My name is Blair, and I'm super into your channel. Well, I'm super into you, Blair. I'm super into you. I want to share with you a drama story, and hopefully you can read it on your channel, so here goes. I began playing WoW after watching my brother in late vanilla. I knew I had to have an account, so I quickly leveled and raided briefly in the Burning Crusade. When Wrath launched, I knew this would be my chance at getting some serious raiding in. Wrath of the Lich King, serious raiding. This is my chance, right? I'm going to hit Nax. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be the best. Wrath of the Lich King raiding, I'm there. Oh man, we cleared Nax 25. We're so awesome. We're the best guild. We killed Sartharian and Malagos. Yeah. I leveled quickly and did all the subsequent raids. Nax, Ulduar, Trial of the Crusader. But then I came to the Icecrown Citadel. If you will remember, there were 2 lockouts during Icecrown Citadel. I do. It was the worst experience of my life. I remember it well. It's horrific. Just never go back to that system. 1 for 10 man and 1 for 25 man. I was doing 10 man with my guild, the Ballers, and the USA servers. We were at the cutting edge of raiding in 10 man, but we struggled getting up to 25 man for quite some time. Because there were 2 lockouts, we all independently pugged 25 man through trade chat. Was pretty normal at the time. Was pretty normal at the time for the 10 mans to go on 25 man pugs. Friends, etc., whatever. It was one of those runs which I was first introduced to the idea of GDKP runs. Does anybody know what this is? GDKP. It was a brilliant system. If you had a trusted raid leader. It was an amazing system. Does anybody know what GDKP stands for? You can say it. You don't need to point out, yeah. I do. Gold, baby! Gold DKP runs. Gold DKP runs. That's right. Gold DKP. Wonderful system, actually. Stops people fucking ripping gear off. It's an actually great system. That makes people a lot of money. It's really good. A good incentive to bring very, very high geared characters as well. You find a lot of the end game raiders joining Gold DKP runs because they earned a fortune just by killing the bosses for you. It was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Sucked if you didn't have any gold because you couldn't get in. If you didn't have any gold, you didn't get shit. You didn't get shit if you didn't have any gold. Most of the time they have an entrance fee of about, I think back in Wrath, the entrance fee for the gold DKP runs I did was about 15,000 gold, something like that. You had to have a minimum of 15,000 gold that you paid on entry to get into the raid. Yeah. For anyone not familiar with gold DKP runs, they are runs in which people come to raid, often ranging anywhere from very geared to very shitty geared. These toons clear content and then bid on items in increments of 500 gold. Pussy GDKP. That's pussy money. Highest bidder, no matter the class, spec, or need, wins the item. Do you understand? Do you get it now? So if you're a resto shame and looking for enhancement gear, it's wonderful because you pay it. 500 gold increments? Dude, not on my server. Not on my server. It was 2,000 gold increments. I think Deathbringer's Will averaged about 75,000 gold. 75,000 gold was the average price for a Deathbringer's Will. Something heroic, of course. I'm talking about heroic Deathbringer's Will. The money collected from selling the loot was then distributed out at the end of the run in 25 equal shares. So basically, the incentive for anyone bringing terribly geared alts was gear which they could not get normally, being just capped or shitty geared. And likewise, the incentive for people bringing uber geared mains was to collect a significant chunk of gold at the end of the raid. Everybody wins! Either a fabulous amount of gold or freshly gearing a newly capped 80, often if your bank was big enough you could win 6 to 10 pieces a run. However, in order to ensure the bidding would be high and his runs would be a success, who shall be our money-hoarding arsehole? I think we're going to go with Funzaus, because he's got that fun, trustworthy name. Funzaus. Funzaus, you are the moneybags. You are the banker. You are in charge. Funzaus has all the cash money in the world. Okay. And if you pronounce your name wrong, I apologise. But it's got some crazy letters. Funzius. Funzius. But you've got fun, so you must be trustworthy, right? Fun. Fun cash money guy. Fun cash money guy. I like it. Here's the main arsehole of this drama story. Made you a 25,000 gold entry fee. So they had to pay 25,000 to get in the door. 25,000. Trade it to him and he would trade it back. Oh, okay. What a pussy. You had to pay 20. You have to trade him 25,000 gold, then he would trade it back, just to prove you had some money to bid and not looking to get rich quick and get achieves. Those were not what the runs were for. You had to prove you had cash money. There was also a 5,000 gold buy-in to ensure that you would stay till the end of the raid. There you go. Okay, good. So you did have to pay something then. Funzaus, you are good with money. I'm going to call you Funzius. I prefer that name. Funzius. Funzius. It sounds like you're tickling my balls. Funzius. His only requirement for joining these runs is that you must be highly progressed in 10-man or 25-man previously. Flash 25,000 and put up the 5k buy-in. This ensured that everyone knew the fights, were wealthy enough to make the run worth it. There were a decent amount of geared people who just came for gold, enough to carry the freshly capped alts of other successful players. And as one can imagine, the more bosses killed, the more loot dropped, the more bidding, the more gold per person per raid. Alright. Funzius. After a few weeks of doing Funzius' runs, I became rich as fuck. Nice. Success. Netting anywhere from 10,000, it's a shit run in my eyes, to 45,000 cash monies per run. Because we were playing with the best of the best of the best of the best, the runs were ridiculously easy. It was at this point that Funzius suggested we start doing 25-man heroic. Pussy normal mode run, ain't even going. And so we did, in a way. This group of ballers we normally ran with were all, myself included, in the top 3 alliance guilds on my server. And they were the best players of each guild. On top of all this, we ran 25-man heroic ICC on all our ults. Some weeks there would be 4 runs, some weeks 10 runs, for the dedicated few fortunate enough to not want to kill them fucking selves for going to ICC 10 times a week. Fuck that. You know how many times it's too much to run ICC? Once. ICC fucking sucks. Boring as shit. Fucking hell. Killed Arthas, going home. That was me. Killed Arthas, heroic? Yep, going home. Done. Never going back. But Ghost, of course, needs his loot for his transmog. I was making about 100,000 gold a week. Which was no laughing matter. Capital letters on no, by the way. No laughing matter. In wrath before the inflation of Kata and Mop. 100,000 cash money. Good money. As you can imagine, with pots getting upwards of 300,000, when he says pots, he means how much gold was in the run, right? Not potions of speed. Right? Not potions of the Tolvia. Not potions. Pot. The pot of money. The pot of money. With the pots getting upwards of 300,000 gold, gold cap was reached at times. The gold cap in Wrath, I believe, is 250,000 gold. How did Funzius deal with this, you may ask? Simple. He started to mail his alts, the gold, throughout the run and mail it back at the end in waves of distribution. As you can imagine, with that much gold on the line, we were all a bit nervous trusting Funzius for the first few times. That ball-tickling maniac. After about 3 or 4 weeks, we began to trust Funzius, that he would distribute the gold at the end of the run, no problem. Since we knew we would be getting returns on it, bidding drastically went up, because it was now nothing to drop 100,000 gold on an item, since you knew you would make it back on your alts in the same week. This is what happens when you put a lot of money in crazy people's hands. Like Emma. Emma could earn £1 million a year. She would still have no money. She would still have absolutely no money. It doesn't matter how much money Emma earns, she hasn't got any money. Ever. Okay? Don't give money to crazy people. Crazy people shouldn't have money. They don't need it. It's just bad. It's bad for the economy. Don't give anybody any money. It's true, right? It's true. If she could earn 5-6 times more than she's earning now, she would still have no money. She'd just have more shit that she doesn't need. Now, this is where the drama begins. Funzius had been cherry-picking the best raiders from his runs, inviting them to his guild with promises of a guaranteed spot in his now famous and highly coveted raids. So Funzius has changed the game. Funzius has switched it up. You all thought he was going to ninja the money, didn't you? What Funzius started doing is that if you wanted to be part of this raid, and why wouldn't you? If you're clearing ICC 25 Heroic, assuming Halion isn't out yet, you are doing the latest content in the game and making significant cash money for it. Now, if you wish to be a guaranteed spot and make serious cash money, you have to leave your raid guild and join him. Funzius, you've got a game plan, my friend. And I like it. I like it. Funzius gold motivated runs brought out the best players on the server, and he could now afford to be very choosy for who he invited. 25 spots, often 70 to 80 people telling him about asking for an invite. However, as you'll recall, one of the perks of leaving the highly progressed 10-man guild that you were currently in to join his was that you and all your alts had preference over the other people he had been running with for weeks. Okay. I find myself in a bit of a jam. I love my guild. We were server first for most of Wrath, only losing out on a few bosses. But I also loved gold. People will stab you in the fucking back for some cash money. They will. Your best friends will leave you. Leave you hanging, man. Leave you fucking hanging for some serious cash money. They will do it. I had become quite close with the people in the GDKP runs, as it was always the same 20 or so regulars. They're my friends, right? Everybody there in a GDKP run is there for cash fucking money. They're not your friends. They're not your friends, okay? They're business acquaintances. It's a business. They're not your friends. You understand the difference? The reason they're there is cash money. If there was no cash money, they wouldn't be there. They're there for your cash money, and that is it. No other reason. But we're friends, right? We raid together every week. Yeah, for cash money. For serious cash fucking money. After some deliberation, I made my choice to abandon my 10-man guild for the new 25 GDKP guild. A mistake I still regret today, as when I left, they were none too happy about losing their Resto Druid. I was Team 1, might I add. That's smart. Is it Team 2? Guys, I know I'm in Team 2 and you'll miss me, but I'm leaving. Team 2, right? We're losing our Team 2 healer. Bummer. Okay. Okay, see ya. Lost our Team 2 healer. Oh, bummer. Anyways, as the Lich King Heroic raid, Lich King Heroic had still been unkilled on my realm, and we had a decent shot at being server first, having the best players in our new guild of Blingers. I like that. The raiding became quite intense. Since Funzius had the best of the raiders at his disposal now, we were in dead heat with the other guild worth mentioning on the server. As we, the Blingers, went up against Blur in the race for server first Light of Dawn, the stress set in. Nearly everyone was gold capped. So the thought of who would get Lich King drops, particularly the mount, was eating away at people. We now have a full guild that's lost its way, my friends. They were motivated purely by gold, but now they are also fighting for a realm first. This is confusing. This is confusing. The goals of the guild have switched around. And the big thing on everyone's mind, how much is it going to cost me to buy the mount? How much is it going to cost me? Because this guild is funded by gold. That's how you get your items. Ooh. We finally did kill Lich King 25 Heroic, but not server first. Losers. Losers. My old 10-man guild had apparently gone 25 and killed her. Oh no! Oh no! Leaves the guild. Leaves his old guild to join the new super guild. Old guild goes 25 and kills it first. When that message, that realm first message, popped on your screen, you must have cried a little bit inside. You must have died a bit inside. Old guild gets realm first, 25. Oh no. Oh, that is horrific. That's funny. That is funny. I should have stayed in that guild. Yeah, you should. Gold. You may have thought that while reading this, but that was the drama. But alas, it's not. That is not the drama. Anyways, we did eventually kill Lich King 25 Heroic, and Invincible dropped. And so did many other Lich King Heroic 25 loots. I would expect that to happen. We were all stoked about our titles and determined to outbid the others for the mount weapons that he dropped. It got so bad that we kept having to log over to alts to check how much gold they had to make sure we could outbid another. One sec while I relog to check all these hundreds of thousands of gold I've got to buy this mount. Invincible ended up going for 800,000 gold, and I was the lucky bidder. Worth it, right? Totally worth it. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. I traded Funzius all my gold, logged over to my alt, mailed it to my main 3 times over across 3 different alts. I had someone drop an engineering mailbox, then looted, traded it to Funzius as he mailed it off to his alts for distribution after the loot was settled. The weapons sold for a net of about 200,000 gold, totaling up 1 million gold changing hands in that one boss. The price of rolling with the Blingers, I guess. After he collected the money and wrote down who won what, we were all stoked for our new gear, and me especially for our legendary mount. As we were about to do it, Funzius logged off. Oh! You knew it was coming! He bided his fucking time. Yeah! Yeah! Weeks of planning, taking the best raiders from the fucking server. You knew it was coming. Of course it was coming. Of course it was coming. But look at how much time Funzy has bided into it. Appreciate the effort. Weeks and weeks of planning. Picking raiders from guilds all over the server. Screwing people over one by fucking one. Rolling that gold. Distributing it fairly. Doing all the honours. Weeks and weeks of planning until it culminated. 1 million gold in his cash pockets. Piles of the best weapons in the game. And the rarest mount in the game. Just in his swag pockets. And you know what all he had to do was press escape, log out. And you're all fucked. You're all fucked. You've got 1 million gold given to some guy in a game. You give him everything. Everything. And you're all fucked. You're all fucked. He logged off. He didn't disconnect because we saw him sit down and log off. Didn't even click exit game. Did actual log off. Sat down like a fucking boss and watched you count down from 10, baby, while he logged the shit off. Bye. Then he disconnected from Vent. We thought maybe he was just logging over to an alt and mail the gold so he collected during distribution. That's what happens. You cannot possibly fathom how badly you have just been raped. And that's what's happened. You've just been lubed and gangstered straight in the ass. And you start making excuses because you know it's happened. You know it's happened. But you start making... Maybe he's logging an alt. Maybe he's doing this. Maybe it's going to be fine. We can trust Funzius, right? Guys, we can trust Funzius. And you try and justify the next events in your mind. And you just can't accept the fact that you have been absolutely goat-fucked. Literally goat-fucked. I wonder how long they waited. I wonder how long they waited. However, as time passed, we became more and more anxious. 5 minutes, no sign of Funzius or results. 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and so on. Finally, an hour went by. They sat there for an hour. So good. And we were all pissed. It was about 1 AM and we decided that we would all bear witness to what happened. You know who won that fairly and agreed we would just catch up with Funzius in the morning? We knew who had won. Oh, sorry. We knew who had won what, and we agreed to just catch up with him in the morning. Definitely going to work. Definitely going to work. We'll ask him in the morning. It must be a mistake, right? This has to be an error because it's Funzius. We'll just catch up in the morning. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. He wouldn't screw us. We'll just log on in the morning and we're fine. We've got it all written down. We know what's what. It's going to be okay. Yeah. Because fairness really counts in World of Warcraft. I logged the next day to check and see if he was online. No sign. This happened for another day until I put a ticket in with Blizzard asking for either my mount or my gold. I was so beyond pissed, as was everyone else in the guild. People started leaving. Where was our beloved GM who made us rich and got us top progression in 25 man? Where is Funzius the hero? I left my guild for Funzius. I gave up everything for you and you shit in my mouth and called me Shirley. That's what happened. Oh, alas, when I finally received a reply from Blizzard detailing what happened, the GM said, doesn't give a shit. The GM doesn't give a shit. Whatever your rules are, is your rules. Unless you put it in chat, this is the rules. If you don't put it in chat and make the rules clear, Blizzard doesn't give a fuck what you do with your money and your loot. They don't care. Why the fuck should they? Why the fuck would Blizzard care? I lost 1 million gold. Ooh, cry me a fucking river. Did you make obvious rules in the trade chat? Did you do that? Did you make a clear system that was paste chat logs? No. Then go fuck yourselves. We used Ventrilo. Did you? Prove it. You can't. Unless we put the amount we bid and traded to him in chat, he couldn't do anything to stop Funzius from the items or the mount. I was so pissed. We had been using Vent as every raid does. Always keep your emails. Another rule. Golden rules, people. If you're not going to work yet, keep your emails. All this kind of stuff. Written history is the fucking win. Written history gets you out of so much shit. How was I to know that money could only be refunded if it's explicitly stated why you were trading someone 800,000 gold? Funzius, as I came to find out, sold the account and gold-capped characters times 10. Fully heroic geared tunes times 10. This is what Funzius... Funzius, you are the genius. You are the world's genius. Funzius had amassed over these few weeks. Let's recap. Let's recap. 10 gold-capped characters. Fully heroic geared tunes times 10. The Light of Dawn title. A guild bank of over 300,000 gold. And yep, you guessed it, Invincible. The best mount in the game. He sold it for 6,000 US dollars. Get shit on. This is why Gold DKP still doesn't really exist to this day. $6,000 he made from your stupid asses. What a guy. 6,000 cash money in his pocket. 6,000 cash money, baby. 6,000 cash fucking money. Yeah, Funzius. Sweet deal. Oh, Funzius, what were the consequences of your actions? Some people I have never met in my entire life and don't know who they are angry at me. That's the punishment. That's the thing. I got $6,000. 24 people who I don't know are really pissed. Okay. Alright. I could deal with that. I could deal with that. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Hey now. Pop your brakes, kids. Pop your brakes. I was good friends with his little brother, Hecadin, who informed me that he's really sorry. Hey, your brother totally fucked me over. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. And then he informs me that this is what Funzius does for a living. He fucks you all over for a job. It's his job. It's his job. It's what he does. Just fucks you off in World of Warcraft. Just robs your ass. Just takes your fucking gold, man. Tricks your asses into giving him all his shit. Give him all your shit. He's a fake charity. He's Coney 2013. It's Funzius 2011. Represent, man. Give me all your money. I'm definitely going to help you out. 100%. 100%. Fucking bring the noise. After he sells the account, makes money. He then just gets another account, wrecks another server, stealing their best raiders, guilds, etc. Anyways, his brother is still cool, but I can't forgive him for knowing about this. Yeah, why is he still cool? His brother knew exactly what he was doing to you. Hey, your brother took all my stuff. That's what he does. Why didn't you tell me? You never asked. You never asked. Well, our guild disbanded very quickly after we found out what happened. I'm still good friends with many of those ballers I raided with. Some of them branched off and formed a raid guild. I kind of need to play some music, like sad music. I'm not going to do that. Do. Many men went their separate ways that day. They formed their own raid guild and became quite successful. Me and some of my friends, well, we stopped playing for a long time. We were too washed up, committed, to get back into the server first raid scene. I am 19 years old. You gotta do it like that. Anyways, my old guild accepted me back with welcome arms. Of course they did! Of course they accepted you back! Oh, you lost everything that you left us for. You got absolutely roughed up. Come back. Sure. We certainly won't take the piss out of you. Endlessly. Of course they welcomed you back. You looked like a dick. You look like a massive dick. They welcome me back, though, just as a social as my schedule doesn't fit their raid times. But I'm happy to be back. I miss those guys. They're still server first on Alliance, but I'm just a lowly social. Anyways, I've had some highs and some lows, but I think you might enjoy this story. Watch out for this sneaky bastard on your server. You may be next. Brofist to you all. Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you for a wonderful story. Lesson learned, my friends. I know of many gold DKP runs. If you join a gold DKP run, I could run a gold DKP run. It's hard for me to rip people off. This is kind of my job, right? It's hard for me to... I'll think about that, maybe. Maybe. It's good. It's good. A lot of people need some money. No, a lot of people need cash money. Okay. I like this next story. What time is it? Ooh, 22. Yeah, Ghost isn't allowed in the gold DKP run. Ghost isn't allowed. I'm not doing it. Plot twist, it was actually me. I just wrote you my drama story. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Don't trust the blue eyes. The blue eyes are sneaky. Okay, I'm going to try and read through this one quickly, because it's like 3 pages in PDF. It's so weird to look at my screen and see myself staring back. Alright. Our story begins in the early Burning Crusade. When I started playing WoW, I decided to play an Orc Shaman. We were 5 friends leveling together. Guaranteed success, right? Guaranteed success. Definitely. I am sorry to tell you that we didn't reach level 70 before Wrath came out. It's okay. Those guys were really douchey. I leveled with 5 friends. They were all horrible people. Those guys were really douchey. And whenever I asked for help, they ignored me. Good friends. Good friends. Ignore. Ignore. I also had to pay in gold to level with them. And as I was new to the game, I didn't know what I should use it for, so I didn't care that much. We leveled so extremely slowly that I completely stopped enjoying the game. Let me guess, they were thoughtbotters. Hey, where does this quest take us? Every quest takes us to Thoughtbot. I don't play with those guys. Read the quest, my friends. Read the quests. When I finally reached 70, Wrath had been out for 2 weeks. I began the journey to level 80 by myself. It took me about a month to gain 10 levels. And when I finally did, I had no idea what the hell was I supposed to do. I'm capped! What now? I started leveling my professions, leatherworking and tailoring. Jesus. Mother of God. I need some sunglasses. Remind me after the show I need sunglasses for the drama day. That would look cool, right? Leatherworking and tailoring? Jesus. Jesus Christ. When they were both maxed, I saw someone in trade chat spamming about some kind of trash farm. I whispered him and asked him for an invite. A few moments later, I was summoned to the Ice Crown Citadel. I followed a priest. How long did it take you to cap your professions? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fuck off a minute. I reached level 70. Wrath had been out for 2 weeks. It took you like a year to cap professions. Oh no, Wrath, he got to level 70 2 weeks after Wrath came out. It took another month to get to 80. And then he just did professions for the next like 8-9 months. Or something. Tailing and leatherworking is really hard. Have you guys seen this? It took me almost a year. It was like actually getting a job. It was like I actually had to learn how to be a leatherworker. That's how long it took me to do it. I could literally be a real life fucking tailor. Man, this World of Warcraft game's pretty shit. What do you mean? I play World of Warcraft. I really enjoy it. Well, I'm still doing professions. When did you start that? Oh, I don't know, January 2009. Almost there, though. Almost there. I think I'm going to get there soon. But yeah, it's kind of like a job in a game. I complained on the forums that World of Warcraft seems like a job. But literally, I just come in and I just kind of make cloth things. And I farm some cloth and leather. I know. Weird game. Weird game. I whispered him and asked for an invite. A few moments later, I was summoned to the Ice Crown Citadel. I followed a priest walking into a big hole. Never follow anybody who's going into a giant hole. Hey. Hey. If you see somebody entering a giant hole, stay away. It's none of your business. Keep away. Okay? Don't take your kids. Don't take your kids. I saw a big swirly green thing in front of the door and ran straight into it. Finally inside, there were tons of NPCs inside, and I didn't understand why I couldn't kill them. Why can I not kill these friendly people? Weird. Eventually I realised that if I targeted them, they weren't hostile. We began to kill the skeletons, and I kept dying over and over again. Some greens and rarely a purple item popped up on my screen. I kept pressing the need button, but only got greens. Someone asked me if I could heal instead. That's what I thought I was doing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Am I not healing? It feels like I'm healing. Am I not healing? I thought I was healing, right? What do you mean start healing? What am I doing now? What is this place? This game is weird. I'm going to go and do some tailoring. Like, this is really hard. I don't understand what's happening. I'm just going to go do some tailoring. Leave me to it. Leave me to it. Don't worry about it. So I just said, sure. Can you heal? I am healing. Sure. Yeah, no worries. I just kept doing exactly what I was doing previously. And when the same person asked me again, I asked what spells I should use. Healing Wave, apparently. They're just like, healing wave. He's like, oh, okay. That makes sense if I'm healing. Right? Makes sense. Sure, I'll use healing wave. Yeah, I can just press healing wave. No big deal. And nobody died, so I thought I did my job. Nobody died. Must have done it. Eventually, after days and days of farming the trash, I got the male legs. I was the happiest kid ever. Spamming the raid chat until I got kicked. Oh, man. Got my male legs. Hey, did you see my male legs? Male legs. Hey, want to know a guy who's got male legs? Boom, this guy. Got my male legs, bitches. Hey, Shaman, you got your male legs? Because I know I have. Oh, kicked from the guild. Why was I kicked from the raid? Just telling everybody about my male legs. Don't you want to know? I've got epics. Check me. Swagging. You see, he bet he had a strut. He bet he had a strut in the raid. He's like, Swagmaster. Got my male legs on, motherfuckers. Without knowing, I had enemies as my target and just kept pressing healing wave. I'm healing everybody. I'm pressing the healing wave button, right? I'm pressing the healing wave button. Nobody's dead. We know that from before. Nobody died. Yeah. I know who's not dead. This guy and his male legs. Not dead. Luckily, he was the only person taking damage, so actually he was owning the healing meters. I looked up some talent builds and spell rotations online, and when I thought I knew what the fuck I was supposed to do, I applied to a guild. The guild was called Ghost Owns Preach. Probably a really good guild, and it deserves your kind in there. You sound like a suitable candidate for a Ghost Owns Preach guild. You really do. I fully support you. I will endorse your application. I will. From what you've said so far, I think you belong in the Ghost Guild. I think you do. I think you're good ghost material. Good ghost material. Definitely. They had a single 10-man running. They were missing a healer, so I was quickly taken into the guild. We were going to raid Anixia that night, and we finally killed her. Some yellow stuff flashed on my screen saying something about killing Anixia. The raid was going crazy, as apparently it was their first kill. I was like, meh. I didn't know what this meant to them, so I ignored it. Boss is easy. We killed it in the first night. Idiots. They've been wiping for months. Pfft, get over it. I was wearing a bad combination of agility and intellect gear that he probably got from leatherworking, right? Got it from leatherworking. Got it from leatherworking. That leatherworking and tailoring really paid off. Seen all my gear? Got maximum swag from my professions, guys. Maximum swags. Some purple items were linked in the chat, and I remember rolling on something, but I didn't get it. And I wasn't particularly helpful during anything at all. Eventually, we were to start raiding ICC. We killed Morogar after a few tries, and then we came to Lady Death Whisper. We tried to kill her for so long, but we were not even close. Our DPS was terrible, and my HPS was under 1k. Team Ghost, represent. I bet you looked spiffing, though. Your HPS might be under 1k, but I bet you looked spiffing. Absolutely dapper. Team Ghost. Looking out for you. You might die, but you'll look cool doing it. Team Ghost. Team Ghost. I was quickly replaced, and they proceeded to progress all the way up to Lich King, but never killed him. I quickly moved on to another guild called the Winners. I'm going to guess that you win. And this is where shit began to take form. Oh, man. The new guild. From the outside, this guild looks amazing, don't they all? The grass is always greener. I'm going to leave my guild. Yes, I'm going to go to a new, prosperous guild where everybody is friendly, there's no ninjering, no hatred. Vent is calm, cool, relaxed as the ocean's breeze. That is where I want to be. That's where I want to be. And seemingly every other guild in the universe looks like that compared to mine. It was a semi-hardcore guild. So, semi-hardcore. That had cleared all the bosses in ICC and were about to start progressing heroic. Now I had gotten rid of, or tried at least, I had gotten more serious. And I made a very nice application with some World of Log from Pugs. I got in without any trouble. The 10-man team consisted of 3 girls and 7 guys. That's a Devil's 5-way. That is a Devil's 5-way. 3 girls, 7 guys? Not for me. Not for me. Now, I didn't know if this was normal, or not at the same time. But 30% ladies in a group of 10 is a hell of a lot. There's a lot of ladies in here. Weird. Besides that, the guild had another 200 odd members, excluding alts. Jesus Christ. The guild chat was constantly filled with people talking. And after a while, I understood that there were at least 20 ladies in this guild. 20 ladies. Choicest. I only catch the names of a few of them, and only 3 are relevant. Oh, out of 20, only 3 of you made the cut. How do you feel now, girls, living up to those standards of modern day men? There's 20 girls all playing World of Warcraft, only 3 of you made the cut. Even in World of Warcraft, we can afford to be choosy, ladies. You better bear that in mind. So I need some ladies' names. Okay, we need some ladies. Who shall be the Shadow Priest? Moppy Bud? Moppy Bud. Oh no, Ids will be the Shadow Priest. It's a lovely lady Shadow Priest in Stark. Ids will be the Shadow Priest. Let's see if this marries up nicely with the ladies of Preach Gaming. Not that I know you all. Resto Shaman? I don't think we've got a lady Resto Shaman. I can't have Arse Rash. Alright, Moppy Bud, you're in. I kind of teased you, didn't I? Moppy Bud, you're the Resto Shaman. Who else? And a Resto Druid. All the ladies play priests. Zifika. You sound like a lady. You could be the Resto Druid. You could be the Resto Druid. Okay. Now... Oh, this is going to be really hard. Okay, hang on. I need to change this. Alright, bear with me. Stay with the flow of the story, guys. Just pretend that this few seconds won't happen. Right, I need to put the real names next to it. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Because this is going to be really hard to follow. Okay. And by the way, it's all the ladies with sexy names that made the cut. The rest of them are called, like, Bluflakla. And, the 3 who made the cut out of the 20 are all, like, slutkins. The other ones were like blah, 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 blah. Natalia Fish from Dodgeball. Ids and Moppy Bud had boyfriends off limits. However, Zifika, the lovely lady, was single. As far as I heard of this, my target was aimed at her. What the hell does that mean? Did you point it at her? Did you point it at her? Jesus. You set a target? Well, there's ladies in this guild. They must be down for some loving. They must be down. Target equals his penis. Okay, so Hunter's mark is set on Zifika. Alright, Zifika, get ready, because you've been targeted. Get your coat, you've pulled. Nice. Now, as we were both from Sweden, I assumed... Oh, not the Swedish again. Swedish disclaimer. Nothing to do with me that this story involves Swedish people. Okay? Swedes. Got you. Swedish disclaimer. I assumed I would have a better chance. Oh, okay. Right. Got it. I was 21, she was 23. Both of us lived in Sweden, just a half hour from each other. There was another guy in the middle of this, and he was apparently also interested. Competition, my friends. Now, as we were both from Sweden, I assumed I would have a better chance. That's like saying we're both from America. We're both in the same country, therefore I'm naturally winning. Naturally winning. And I was right. Eventually, we sent pictures of each other back and forth. I was in good shape, and she had an awesome rack. For info. After lots of chit-chatting for a week or so, we decided to meet up. We dated for about a week until we decided to go to a party. Now, things got messy, and there were several girls involved, and I was drunk as fuck. I might as well have fucked a dude, for all I know. That's all summed up that he cheated on her. All that information, I'm really drunk, there was lots of girls there, he banged somebody else at the party while she was there. How good's that? That's good. Good guy. Good guy story, right? Good guy story. The 4 excuses in one line. Cheated on her. At the party she was at. Nice. But I hope she wouldn't lie about it our first time. I don't know what that means. The other guy, whose name was... Duskies. Duskies is a lad. Duskies is a lad. His name was Duskies, had a huge crush on Zifika. I don't know why, but he did. Zifika didn't seem to pay any attention to him, and he was one of those guys that was likely to scream to his mom that he was dying from cancer on vent just to get some attention. From the beginning, I made it clear that we were dating, but he didn't give a fuck. Note, before we started ICC Heroic, the guild re-rolled to 25 man. Dusky, what's your game plan, son? What's your game plan? Dusky kept on trying to make some lame moves on Zifika, and she began to grow tired of him. After weeks and weeks of this, she contacted an officer. The officer, being named whatever, he, after a very short conversation, decided to kick Dusky. Ha! Get shit on, Dusky. Hey, this guy's harassing me. Alright, kick. Dusky, you poor lad. Try hard, Dusky. Didn't work out. That being solved, we continued to raid with the guild until we downed Arthas, on heroic mode. When we killed him for the first time, the mount dropped as it should. This was something nobody had thought of, apparently, so everybody rolled for it. Some random guy, there is nobody in that raid who didn't consider that the mount would drop. Nobody brought it up so they could make their arguments that they could get it. That's what happens. That's what happens. Some random guy that I didn't know won it, and I didn't mind. The only one who got super pissed was the GM, but he kept it out of Ven. After a few weeks I got them out, so did most of everyone else. After farming ICC for many months, I decided to take a break from WoW. I didn't come back until Kata. Me and Zifika broke up somewhere along the road. Sorry, Zifika. Didn't happen for you. You were not the chosen one. When I started playing again in Kata, I continued to raid in the same guild. We cleared all the normal bosses in a few weeks and quickly moved on to Heroic. We started Heroic progression before anybody in the realm had killed half of the normal bosses. Eventually, I decided to realm change and join a guild that a few friends of mine were raiding in. And Arthrash walks in. The new guild, the final part. This was the worst decision I could have ever made. The guild I joined... We're going to do the checklist. Are you ready? Had 3 couples in the same 10-man team. The guild had only just downed Halfus. The guild used to be a cesspool guild, apparently. It turns out this guild was still a cesspool guild. Check. The guild was full of retards. 5-point checklist. Oh yeah. 5-point checklist. Me being geared to the teeth compared to the morons in the new guild instantly got the raid leader rank. Oh, you have a higher gear score? Raid leader. Raid leader. This guy should be raid leader. He's killed some shit. I didn't say anything and decided I would at least give it a chance. 2 months later, we had not killed more than 2 bosses in the Bastion of Twilight and Magmar in Blackburn Descent. We tried the Conclave of Wind, but it took me more than an hour to get people to realise that jumping off the platforms doesn't kill you. I gave up. I found another somewhat decent guild that were about to start heroic progression. It was the top guild in the realm, but of course, there were problems. Our GM was called King Loz. King Loz. Our GM, King Loz. A Tauran female hunter. Fuck off. Nah. Nah. Nobody would make a Tauran female hunter. Nobody. That's sick. That's just fucking sick. That's disgusting. Nah. No way. That's gross. That's fucking gross. King Loz. King Loz. A Tauran female hunter was a huge fucking douchebag. Aren't you glad you're in the story, King Loz? Aren't you glad you're in the story? Your opening line was, our GM was called King Loz, a Tauran female hunter, and was a huge fucking douchebag. Welcome to Dramas. Welcome to the Drama Thursday. I didn't know why, but it seems that all GMs are douchebags. There were also 2 officers, and they were friends with King Loz IRL. An orc female warrior, our main tank, who was called... We'll call her Natalie. We'll call her Natalie. She's a lady. A female warrior called Natalie. And the other officer, a male Blelf mage. Gay. Right? I'm going to make a male Blelf mage. Yeah. They look divine. They look fabulous. Male Blelf mages look fabulous. Called Ghost. Definitely. Definitely Ghost. On top of that, they lived together in a huge house. 2 guys, 1 girl. Devil's 3-way. Now, I don't know if it's true, but I heard all 3 of them were in a sexual relationship. Of course you did. Of course you did. They're probably not. But if anybody plays World of Warcraft and hears of 2 guys and 1 girl living in the same house, despite how innocent it is about them house sharing or whatever, it's a Devil's 3-way. Okay? It's a Devil's 3-way without even trying. It's a Devil's 3-way. Rumours. When we stood in front of Cho'Gall Heroic, King Loz started getting very annoyed. I sent him a link as he was getting really mad. Meatspin.com. You mad, bro? It sounds like you left a lot of guilds because you were a troll. Okay? You said somebody gets mad on Vent, you don't send them meatspin.com. It says lol in big letters. You've been kicked from more guilds than you've left, my friend. I guarantee it. After about 3 seconds, he started raging over Vent, furiously screaming that I was to be loot banned. Eventually, he calmed down, and I asked the only question I could possibly ask. What's the question? What is the question he asked after he eventually calmed down? Come on, you've all been there. Everybody here has been there. What's the question he asked? Nope, 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 not you mad. Not you mad, come on. Come on. Someone's gonna get it. You mad? No. Ah, Venetrix! So how many spins did you get? I love it. I fucking love it. How many spins did you get? Oh, that's awesome. He flipped his shit and kicked me from the guild. Good man. Good man. I gave up on the game and started playing League of Legends. Team Ghost. And I also tried some other games. When Mob came out, I started playing again, and I'm now playing in a Realm First Guild. Thank you for reading my story. You, my friend, are a troll. You've been kicked from more guilds than you admit in this story. But thank you. Thank you for meat spinning your raging guild master. That culminates today's Drama Thursday. We do have another Drama Day tomorrow, which is awesome, right? 5 PM GMT for you guys. I'm about to escape. I've got a lovely lady waiting here for me. because we're going to go and do some things. So thank you for a wonderful evening. I'm not going to accept any questions or anything like that tonight. I really apologise. I'm going to shoot straight off. But thank you for sticking with us. I hope you enjoyed those stories. 3 more tomorrow. 3 more awesome drama stories. Remember, if you have a story, please submit it to drama@preachgaming.com. Have a wonderful evening. If you're raiding, good luck on your loot. Bye, guys.